everybody. Hope your week's going well. Wanted to get you some information that you can take back to your clients to kind of educate them on what's going on in the market, where are things headed as far as rates go, and what we might see later on this summer. So for the last couple months, we've been talking about inflation being a bigger concern, if not the biggest concern, and what's driving the market and rates. Well, yesterday we saw the first indicator of that. The consumer price index was updated, came in hotter than expected. So anytime there's high inflation, that's bad for the bond market, and you see rates start to increase. Okay, so we saw the bond market have a rough day yesterday. Rates went up throughout the day. And then today, the producer price index was updated, and it came in double the expectations. And then one of the hottest readings ever recorded on that particular index. Now, what is that? Producer price means basically wholesale inflation for companies, things like that. So if, I'm sure you guys have been paying attention, the cost of lumber is up. So wages are up, gas is up. It's causing inflation throughout the entire economy. So wage inflation is one of the things we're keeping an eye on right now. All right. So if you've driven by any local area restaurants, I drove by a Chipotle the other day, and they're hiring, but they're having to increase wages to incentivize people to get off the couch who are receiving these COVID unemployment benefits. For the long time, they were making more money staying home than they were actually going and getting a job. So you're seeing companies having to raise rates or their wages to get people to come to work. And what's going to happen? You got new employees coming in making higher money or more money than the people who've been there for a long time. Now they got to raise those wages on those people. So eventually that's going to trickle down into the cost of their goods or services. Okay. So we're keeping an eye on that. Also, I heard someone on CNBC say that it's cheaper to build a home with steel than it is with wood. How crazy is that? I don't think I've ever heard that before. So those are the types of things that are causing inflation to rise up. Now, the Fed is going to have to, at some point, step in and make a decision on whether they're going to raise the Fed funds rate. Now, when they do that, the bond market likes that because they feel like the Fed is doing their job to control inflation. All right. If they don't, you could see the bond market continue to react negatively and rates will climb. Now, we expect to see that through the summer as more and more inflation numbers come out. I think tomorrow the personal consumption expenditure index is updated, which is the Fed's favorite measure of inflation. So once that comes out, I'm expecting to see higher inflation there. So we could continue to see the current trend. So through the summer, rates will likely increase. We've told you before about October when the stimulus money works its way through the economy, we're likely to see rates start coming back down. But right now, what we've been talking about for a while is starting to happen. So any questions on that, let me know. Rates are still great. All right. They're just not where they were, 2 months ago, 4 months ago, or really September, October timeframe was the low point. So if you have any questions, call me. We'll be here. Happy to help any way we can, and have an awesome weekend. Thanks.